Have you ever felt that gnawing edge of strategic unease? The kind that creeps like a shadow over your grand plans, whispering warnings of vulnerabilities you thought were fortified, and leaving you to weigh loyalty against the cold calculus of building a lasting empire? That's the calculated tension humming through Lakers headquarters today, as whispers of potential sign-in trade for our homegrown gem force us to confront a future without him. What if Austin Reaves, the undrafted wizard who's evolved into our offensive spark plug, becomes the irresistible bait that lures a Western powerhouse into a deal we can't refuse, reshaping our roster in ways that could either elevate or haunt our championship blueprint? Let's dissect this brewing storm and see if it's a threat we can weather or an opportunity we must seize. Welcome back to the nerve center of all things Lakers, where we decode the deals, unpack the dilemmas, and fuel the fire that keeps our pursuit of banners burning bright. If you're new to the fold, lock in with that subscribe button now. We're your go-to for the sharpest breakdowns and boldest visions in purple and gold. Today, we're diving into a speculative storm stirred by FanSided's Tyler Watts, who paints a picture of the Houston Rockets as the painfully obvious suitor poised to snatch Austin Reaves via sign-in trade in the 2026 offseason. This is an idle chatter. It's rooted in the realities of Reaves' contract situation and the Rockets' overflowing arsenal of assets, potentially forcing Rob Pelinka into a tough spot. With Luka Doncic freshly extended on a 3-year, $165 million max deal, locking him in as our cornerstone through at least 2028, the front office is laser-focused on assembling the ideal supporting cast. LeBron James' twilight looms, but Reaves, at 27 and entering unrestricted free agency in 2026, has blossomed into a cornerstone candidate, only for this report to suggest he might be the piece we reluctantly part with to fortify our future. Let's break down the genesis of this idea and why it carries such weight. Reaves, the undrafted phenom out of Oklahoma who clawed his way from a two-way contract to Lakers stardom, is coming off a breakout season. In 73 appearances, he averaged career highs of 20.2 points, 5.8 assists for 0.5 rebounds, and 1.1 steals, drilling 37.7% from beyond the arc on 7.3 attempts per game. That's not just solid. It's the kind of efficient, multifaceted production that turns heads league-wide. Think a blend of secondary playmaking. His assists jumped from 4.3 the prior year, and spot-up shooting that complements Doncic's heliocentric style perfectly. Watts points out that the Lakers are capped to what they can offer in an extension. Under CBA rules, any new deal before free agency is limited to a 120% raise from his current $12.9 million salary, potentially falling short of the max-level payday Reaves could command on the open market, projected at $25 to $30 million annually. Enter the Rockets, who've amassed a war chest of young talent and picks after bold moves like acquiring Kevin Durant from Phoenix this summer, shipping out Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and first, yet barely denting their stash. With Fred VanVleet sidelined by injury and aging at 31, Houston eyes Reaves as a younger, more efficient guard upgrade. His 48.6% field goal and low turnover facilitation, 2.1 per game last season, fitting seamlessly beside Durant, Tari Eason, and rising stars like Reed Shepherd. Watts envisions a sign-and-trade scenario where the Rockets overwhelm us with an offer we can't ignore, perhaps a package headlined by Eason's defensive versatility, 9.8 points, 7.0 rebounds, 1.4 steals last year, and Shepherd's sharpshooting upside, summer league standout with 20.0 points on 50% threes, plus multiple first-round picks. Houston controls extras from the Durant deal and beyond. This aligns with the Rockets' strategy. They're loaded with prospects like Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore, plus draft capital that can include unprotected 2027 and 2029 firsts, making them one of the few teams able to outbid competitors without gutting their core. For us, it's a double-edged sword. Reaves' growth has been integral to our third seed finish last year. We won 52-30 but bowed out in 5 to Minnesota, where his clutch play, scoring 24.3 points in playoff losses, often kept us afloat amid injuries. Losing him stings, especially as a cost-controlled asset. His $12.9 million this year is a bargain for his production, but a return could turbocharge our depth. Eason's switchability addresses our wing defense. We ranked 18th in steals last season, while Shepherd's 42% college threes add spacing for Doncic's drives. Watts notes Houston's need to extend Durant and Eason, which might necessitate shedding salary, but their assets surplus positions them to force our hand in collaboration. Per CBA rules allowing sign-in trades for mutual benefit. Diving deeper into strategic layers. This speculation highlights the precarious balance Pelinka must strike in the post-LeBron era. With James at 40 and his $52.6 million option looming, we're transitioning to Doncic's helm. His extension signals commitment, but sustaining contention requires savvy asset management. Reaves, undrafted in 2021 and now a fringe all-star, he earned Arkansas's first triple-double in decades during his ascent. Embodies our development success, but his free agency timing coincide with cap crunches. We'll owe Doncic $55 million annually starting 2026, plus extensions for pieces like Hachimura or Vanderbilt, potentially pushing us over the second apron. Watts warns at Reaves' refusal of prior extensions. He bet on himself post his 15.9-point 2023-24. Sets up a bidding war Houston, with projected $20 to $30 million cap space in 2026. Post-VanVleet's deal can outspend us, offering a max slot alongside Durant's championship pull. Analytically, Reaves fit as ideal for us. His plus 3.2 net rating with Doncic last year per NBA.com. Underscore synergy, with Reaves' 5.8 assists alleviating Luka's 4.0 turnovers. But the Rockets' offer could include protections. A top 5 protected 2027 first, say, plus Eason's 1.4 blocks for our paint. We allowed 50.2% at the rim last playoffs. Rejecting it risks losing Reaves for nothing in free agency, a la Malik Monk's 2024 exit, while accepting Nets' controllable youth. Echoing our savvy flips like Talon Horton Tucker for Patrick Beverley. Yet, the human element adds poignant complexity. Reaves' journey from overlooked prospect to Lakers staple, his 37.7% threes on volume last year ranked him among elite guards, resonates deeply, and trading him could disrupt morale, especially with LeBron's influence. What suggests Houston's overflowing assets make them the predator, but Pelinka's history, like retaining Reaves amid 2023 trade rumors, hints at resistance, perhaps countered with a max extension if Reaves proves indispensable, averaging 22-plus points early in 2025 to 26. League-wide trends favor Houston. Teams like them, post-Nets Hall vibe, whore to poach rising stars, much as OKC did with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For us, it's a test of vision. Prioritize Reaves' chemistry, his 1.1 steals at defensive pop, or chase Eason's two-way upside, comparable to Prime Aaron Gordon, to build around Doncic sustainably. Broadening the view, this trade idea underscores the NBA's Darwinian economics. Undrafted gems like Reaves rise, but market forces demand tough calls, echoing past Lakers pivots like trading Brandon Ingram for AD. In a West teeming with threats, Houston's Durant-led surge, OKC's youth, retaining Reaves bolsters continuity. But what's warning signals a crossroads? Collaborate on a sign-and trade for maximum value or risk erosion. It's a narrative of growth meeting greed, where loyalty clashes with legacy building, reminding us that championships are forged in the fires of such decisions. As we ponder this pivotal fork, it's a testament to Reaves' ascent that he's now a coveted prize, fueling our resolve to craft a roster worthy of Doncic's brilliance. Whether he stays or goes, his impact endures, pushing us towards smarter, bolder horizons in our endless quest for rings. Lakers architects, let's blueprint this brewing dilemma. What's your blueprint for handling Reaves' future? Would you bite on a Rockets offer with Eason and picks, or lock him in long-term no matter cost? Lay down your master plans, value assessments, or visions of a Doncic Reaves backcourt dynasty in the comments. I'm fired up to architect and refine strategies with our sharp-minded crew. If this strategic showdown has sharpened your foresight on our roster chess game, build the momentum we'd like to construct the conversation, and keep our purple and gold blueprint evolving. Catch you in the next build. Stay visionary, stay unyielding, and let's construct a masterpiece. Go Lakers!